Sussex jam has just arrived. You guys, let's make some breakfast with it. Also already steeping a little bit of her tea. This is the lemon ginger tea. Let's open up our jam. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my goodness. It smells really good. Wow. Okay, I spoiled it. Wait. We gotta slice our toast. All right, first taste of Meghan's jam. Wow, this is the perfect sour jam. It's not too sweet. I don't like my jams too sweet. This is amazing. Let's try the tea. We can't forget about the tea. It's truly just dried ingredients in here. You can taste it in the quality. So good. And I purchased literally everything else from her website. So if you guys want to see me try anything else, the only thing I wasn't able to get my hands on was the honey, which I'm really bummed about. But yeah, let me know what else you guys want to see me make. And congratulations, Miss Sussex. This is fabulous and iconic, but we didn't expect anything less.
Hi guys, I just wanted to jump on here really quick. I'm on the road for work, but I stopped off for a really quick snack. And I wanted to mention that, yes, I was able to get a few items from Meghan's As Ever company. I initially was able to jump right on because I have her alerts set, right? And fill up my cart, but I filled up my cart on my iPad, which I had totally forgotten didn't have my Apple Pay. So I dropped my iPad, ran to get my phone, and I filled up my cart. And mind you, this is all within like 4 minutes of her alert popping up on my screen. And I filled up my cart and I was able to even get the honey into my cart, but 30 seconds later, when I went to go check out, the honey was sold out. So I think that was one of the first things that sold out anyway. Here are the few things that I was able to get, and I cannot wait until she drops the next supply so that everybody else can, you know, also place their order and get their items. But yeah, chapter of joy. She is winning, she is thriving, and we are so happy for Princess Meghan.
As ever, Meghan's product line dropped today. The only reason I was able to secure something while I was busy getting kids off to school is because of matter of fact, women supporting women. One of the items that I purchased was the raspberry spread in the keepsake box. I was not expecting to get anything. I thought the prices were going to be double what they were. Raspberry spread with keepsake packaging was $14. From the last time I checked, coming soon is just the raspberry spread without the box, and that is $9. Again, shocked at the prices, because there always needs to be a negative spin about anything Meghan does, and somehow the media will find a way to complain about the prices. I did a little research. Since this drop is only shipping to the US and maybe Canada, I'm not sure, but it's definitely the US. It seemed fair to look at the pricing for grocery store and bespoke preserves, jams, spreads, etc. Here are Meghan's spreads, and here are some higher end spreads, preserves that you can find in your regular grocery stores and also some of the higher end ones. Very popular brand. Their raspberry preserves are $6.99. Then you have Bonnie's jams, $11.29. American Spoon, $12.95. Stonewall Kitchen, $9.99. Now, because someone will bring this up, her spread is 7.6 ounces. So it's more per ounce than a majority of these brands. But Bonnie's jams is only about an ounce bigger, and it's $11.29. Raspberry preserves from American Spoon is 9.5 ounces. It's $12.95. So 7.6 ounces for $9 for a product that partially you're buying because of the person, because of the show. And I don't know what manufacturing costs look like for a smaller brand versus a much larger brand. That's something to think about. So overall, it's surprisingly competitively priced. And I don't know exactly why. It could be Netflix's involvement. It could be a shuffle in her comms team and management around this brand. But this rollout was pretty smooth. It sold out incredibly quickly. Like most things were gone in under 20 minutes. But I haven't seen any reports of websites crashing. It didn't for me. Not to mention the New York Times cooking profile that came out about her and the video and recipe she did around a dessert that's named for her daughter, but also has roots in her mother's side of the family. Just like very smart use of the media in this rollout. Not to mention the legitimacy. I mean, it's the New York Times. I hope in the future she will branch out and talk to smaller outlets and bring spotlight to other independent journalists or outlets. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's coming down the pike. Another thing I would do if I was her team is find a couple people who make videos or tweet about not being able to get any of the products, especially if those stories start to go viral, reach out, send a free keepsake, maybe even a handwritten note, and that continues some of the goodwill and good publicity. That's just my little social media marketer brain going off. Anyway, successful launch. I can't wait to make homemade donuts with flour sprinkles with my kids, because we all deserve a bit of joy right now, whatever that looks like.
I can say with my full chest that there is no other woman, besides maybe Kamala Harris, that is as influential and powerful as Meghan Markle is today. She is literally the modern day Diana in my eyes, and to many other people as well. If you didn't know, Meghan Markle's As Ever brand just came out, and every single product got sold out within less than an hour. Y'all didn't even give us a chance. Now, the Duchess herself took to social media to share her excitement, writing, and I quote, "Our shelves may be empty, but my heart is full. We sold in less than an hour. I can't thank you enough for celebrating, purchasing, sharing, and believing," end quote. I mean, just wow. First of all, congrats to Meghan on all the successes that she's had recently, from her Netflix deals to As Ever. She is killing the game. I am so lucky to have someone to look up to that is biracial as myself, and that is a hardworking, independent woman like me. I truly wish nothing but the best for her, and obviously she's already the best, so like it just works out. But this is insane. Less than an hour? Yet somehow some British media outlet will post an article saying that she has no influence. Look again, people.
I knew people would be devastated that As Ever sold out, but I did not have on my bingo card you all saying that Meghan made limited amounts of jars and boxes of everything to give her the sold out appearance and calling it a marketing ploy. First of all, let's get something clear right here, because I cannot believe some of you as adults don't know how any of this works. In case you didn't know, Donald Trump just crashed the stock market, so make sure you look at your 401ks if you have one. Even if you wanted to believe that, can I ask you another question? Why would Netflix play that game with her? Netflix. What's in it for Netflix? Did you all forget that they are a big silent partner of hers? What's in it for them to say, hey, let's only make this many jars and this many boxes and this and this and this? Make no mistake, it was a soft launch, and a soft launch just means you just have limited things you can buy. It doesn't mean that the products are limited. It just means you're limited. Let me rephrase that. It just means you're limited in what you're offering for sale. Meghan's going to come out, like, this is going to be a seasonal thing. So every season she's going to come out with something new. She's going to come out with something fresh and unique. And that's it. But it makes zero sense for Netflix to play that game with her just to give the appearance of that. And like I said, if you don't believe it, even the people who don't like Meghan just had to get their hands on it. And y'all know what they're going to do. They're going to rape bomb it. So just putting it out there right now, like these people are so typical and predictable, okay? But the reality is that when I went to go purchase my products, I was putting stuff in my cart at lightning speed. I checked out. There was one tea that I didn't see, and I'm like, oh, I didn't see that tea. Let me go back in and let me go grab it. I put it in my cart, and when I went to check out, it said, sorry, this is sold out. I said, crap, and I got back in. I got a text message from my friend that says, hey girl, I think Meghan restocked. Go back in and get your stuff because I just got a few things. And I said, great, fantastic. So I went back in, tried the whole tea thing again. And when I got back into the web page, that's when it indefinitely said sold out. So I was like, well, I missed that train. I'm pretty sure she's going to restock. the reality is that I think you guys are having a very hard time with the fact that you sat on this platform, you sit on X, you sit on Facebook, you sit on Instagram all day long, nagging and complaining about Meghan. She's a bully, she's a narcissist, and that hasn't stopped people from wanting to touch and consume what she consumes. Your billion-dollar hate machine is going bankrupt and you're panicking. Not only that, I don't even know why a lot of you in the UK and all these other countries give a fuck. She's not even selling nothing to you. You can't get shit. This is all America. This is Americans like me who are buying her products. You guys get nothing. And I hate that for the people who do like Meghan and really do want as ever. Stay tuned. She's working on it, okay? It's just that when it comes to food and perishables and shipping, come on now, use your imagination. So it's not lost on me that some of you are just absolutely stupid, but I think some of you are having a hard time grasping the fact that this brand is so highly successful. So the only logical explanation is she only made 5 jars and Netflix is in on it. But you guys just said that her contract with Netflix ended. So which is it? Which is it? You guys can't seem to make up your mind about any of this. But no. And if you need further proof, back when I was 18 years old, one of my first jobs before I went to college was at a factory. And we pretty much were packagers, and that particular factory didn't just make one brand of anything. It made multiples. And there were a lot of small business type things that came through. And I'm telling you right now, we were palletizing all up inside the wall. And if you don't think that Meghan had the same quantity count, I don't know what to tell you. I truly don't. But nobody's forcing you to buy a fucking thing or tune in or give a shit about what she does. You're doing this on your own free will. You're driving yourself insane, following every fucking thing she does. You're policing how black women spend their money. You guys are weird. Let it go. Let the hate go. Move on. Find another hobby. There are a ton of other bigger shit that's going out here in the world that you guys can be micro-focused on besides Meghan and some spread, okay? Anyway, I haven't gotten my shipping yet, guys. I know some of you got your shipping. I didn't get my shipping ID yet. So once I get my tracking information, I too will be doing an unboxing, and I can't wait to try it. And I will give you my honest review, because unlike some of you hoes out there, I'm not living in, a world of hate and bitterness and jealousy. I actually enjoy life, all right? Have a great one. Bye.
Stephanie Frankel thinking that Meghan Markle would ever take her advice. Girl, go sell some pyramid scheme multivitamin. Like, go away. What the heck?
You tried to get Meghan Markle's jam this morning. It didn't work out.
I went to go buy some jam. Sold out. Dang it. It's all sold out.
Let me tell you, we are going to get our hands on this jam. Maybe we could buy it off somebody.
Yeah.
If you got the jam.
If you got the jam,
yeah, we'll buy it off you.
Meghan,
we'll do a live
put us
tasting.
on your PR list.
Hey, Meghan, send us the jam.
I'll hype up the jam so hard.
If
literally
it's good.
pump up the jam.
Oh my, wow.
I want the jam.
We want the jam, but
Yeah.
but we're gonna give an honest review.
Yeah.
If it's spectacular, we'll say so.
Yeah.
If it's so, we'll have to say it.
And I want the honey too.
Yeah.
So.
You better give us the jam and the honey.
I want the honey
Both
too.
of it, all right?
Hopefully it comes back in stock.
I really want to get down to what I think is bothering most people. Here's what a publicist thinks of Meghan Markle's new series on Netflix and all of the controversy around what people believe to be a rebrand. I think the bigger challenge that the public and the media are having in accepting is that this Black woman was able to provide her own platform, do things on her own terms, and give everybody a glimpse of who she is in the ways that she wanted to. Yes, she filmed it on a set. She never promised that we'd be coming into her home. And I think it's a little naive of people to think that she would allow strangers into her home to film. Throughout the series, she mentioned that she had to take this home, or when she got on set, or they'd be walking around on set. It was never really hidden. Another theme that was incredibly present was the idea of Black woman joy. In the first or second episode, Meghan says, "We're not pursuing perfection, we're pursuing joy." It was almost a mantra to herself to remind herself that this doesn't have to be perfect, it has to bring her joy. And that's the purpose of this entire series. This was for her. We just happened to be let in on a process of somebody finding themselves after going so deep into the darkness and trying to find some light. And maybe there are still some parts of her that don't feel natural and she's still finding herself. I think many women can relate to that. Go through life-changing experiences and you're not meant to be the same person on the other side. To me, a beautiful display of Black woman and Black woman joy. It's the things that fill up Pinterest boards, soft life, and the homemade bread and the family recipes passed down from generations to generations. All of that was present. But I think people were too focused on the idea that there's no way that this person could be this genuine and live this life because of how she looks. And under it all, I do think that there is a pleasant reintroduction to her. Not necessarily a rebrand, because there was no issues with her brand before. She's just allowing us more opportunity to get to know who Meghan is. If you haven't watched the series, I highly recommend it. Not only did I learn so much about different recipes and different rituals from her friends that came in, it was just nice seeing Meghan and seeing that side of her. What a publicist thinks, I think this is a great reintroduction, and I think that she's doing an amazing job giving herself permission and finding her way back to herself. And anyone that's gone through a journey of self-discovery can definitely understand that it is not linear.
With the release of her new collection, as ever, Meghan Markle has received some justifiable criticism that calls into question, psych. She's thriving, Margaret Hartman of New York. Do you recall all of the criticism that Meghan received during that beekeeping segment on her show? People were saying that it was fake and performative. Well, perhaps we can contact Brandon the beekeeper to get his views on how fake honey sold out within an hour of its release. She is doing the damn thing. It sold out within an hour of its release. I believe that all of the negative commentary and coverage that she received was just marketing and promotion. So thank you for all of your hard work. She's thriving. Margaret, hateful white lady Hartman, senior editor at New York, thank you for all of your hard work. And these two submissions are just chef's kiss. Now shush and go away while we all enjoy this soft fairy tale life that you will never, ever, 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 ever experience.
Like, where is she evil? I'm still watching. I'm in episode 3, maybe 4 now, trying to figure out at what point did she turn into this villain that everybody has portrayed her to be? At what point is she a monster? She kicking puppies? What has she done? Like, what? That part. Like, how can you be so mad at a stranger? Like, people, it's just like, and so I just kept watching because I'm like, I'm gonna get down to the bottom of why people hate her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got to be something. But all I see is light around her. And then I finally got it. It's her light and her happiness. He is genuinely happy.
Yeah.
It comes through her pores. It's light all around her. And when you evil and live in the darkness, it's like poison. It's like poison. It's everything she represents.
Absolutely.
And she is living the American dream. And they want it back. They want to take that dream back from her because it was never meant for her in the first place. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what it's really about.
So apparently Meghan Markle is not as unpopular as they would want us to believe, or unloved, because today she launched her As Ever brand with about 8 products, which I really wanted to buy a couple of things, and I went to her site and everything was sold out. I signed up and I subscribed. I wanted to pick up the honey that she has that actually comes with the honeycomb in it, the honey lemon ginger tea, the flower sprinkles, and the crepes. But they're all sold out. I'm so happy for her. I can't wait for everything to come back in stock so I can support. Bye, y'all.
It seems like everyone is talking about these two. Whether you think the documentary is boring, whether you think she's annoying, everyone seems to have opinions. But not everyone's opinion matters. The need for everyone to like you is unnecessary. Not everyone will like you. Not everyone will understand you. Not everyone will be fluent in your ambition. The key is to find people that get you. Find people that support you, and to surround yourself with that type of energy. So many of us work so hard to please everyone and find ourselves not even pleasing ourselves. So I need you to take the time before you're listening to opinions that don't matter, before you're changing your course based on strangers' input. I want you to make sure that you are doing it for you and not for everyone.
So I ended up having to work from home today, and your girl is working from home and dehydrating oranges. I saw someone, I think on TikTok or maybe on Threads, that mentioned if you have an air fryer, you have an option to dehydrate on your air fryer. So I came bouncing down the steps to see if my air fryer, I have the Gourmet, if my air fryer had the option, and it does. And I just chose the option, put it in, it sets it, and it's going. See, there's the option right there. I don't know if you can see it. There's the option right there. And it sets the timer, it sets the temperature, and it's been going for the past hour. Yeah. These dehydrated oranges will be going in my tea.
With Love Megan Garden update. I went and I got some herbs and some vegetables. I've got a tea idea. I'm going to start with a small tea garden. I've got peppermint, I've got mint, I've got spearmint, I got lemon verbena, anything that I can steep into a tea. And then I'm actually gonna put them in these little terracotta pots because I heard they spread really like crazy insane. So I'm going to put them, oh, they smell so good. I'm gonna put them in the terracotta pots, and then for my raised garden beds, I've got some strawberries, I've got some basil, and I've got these little cucumbers that I'm gonna try to grow in there. And then I've also got some lettuce over here, and then I also got, obviously, some raspberries for our raspberry jam. And then this is, that's grapes. I thought it was blueberries, I'm not gonna lie, and I grabbed grapes. So we're gonna grow grapes too. I have no idea how, but we're gonna do it. And I think I'm gonna go back and get a blueberry one too. And then I also got this wonderful lettuce plant. She's gonna make some tasty salads. I might put her in a prettier pot though. I'm not sure. So I got some fresh dirt that I'm gonna put in my raised garden beds. So yeah, I'm gonna get the little mince varieties all potted up in their pots, and I'm gonna put some all the other like basil and all those in my raised garden beds. And yeah, that's the update. I will see you tomorrow when I show you in their new homes in my raised garden bed.
Okay, is it just me, or are folks just glossing over that Harry won his security case? Y'all, that's a big frickin' deal. We went dark last week in regards to what William is doing. We know Charles apparently was in the hospital, probably had an anxiety attack. There's so much going on. And let's do a real quick recap, right? I'm just getting my day started. So what is going on in the Royals? You talk about karma. All right. So there was a call to action to protect Harry as a result of Andrew's girl getting in a car accident. And then I went dark because of that. It was like, and those posts are really good. Charles goes in the hospital. Nobody cares. Bleep, bleep. Nobody cares, right? Who knows what's going on with Catherine? Oh, wait. William is getting the same attorney. The divorce attorneys are hired at the firm of the divorce attorneys and stuff. That's what's, bleep, bleep, rumors bubbling up. Oh, but you know what? Harry won a security case. That's a bigger deal than all of it. And let's keep going. All right, so we know Meghan is riding high. Oh my God, her website sold out like that. So of course they're still going to find ways to go after it. And you know what? Let them. Because we know even the derangers and the haters and those commentators bought. And apparently some even bought in bulk, right? All for the sake to do commentary on it. You know what? Welcome to the family, bam. You just contributed to the success of a sellout. And it's seasonal. That makes sense. Why? Because of where she lives and what she's doing. You know what I mean? So you know what? She launched her product. It's a hit. Whether she had 50 of each, 500 of each, that's her plan. She's not living to our expectations. We have to accept what she's giving us, and that's a beautiful thing. That's power. That's branding. She has it right. I've been working with my tools, and I use AI, and I use a combination of tools to write my code to actually get what I'm getting, right? And I was doing, in my animation, as I'm doing storytelling, to come up with a graphic. It's really weird because Catherine is not showing up in any of my graphics, and it has nothing to do with anything that I'm writing, so it's foretelling. I did a little dip in the astrology charts for both Harry and William, just curious, right? And it doesn't look good for William in the signs for 25 through 27. He's going to be going through something. Harry and Meghan are going to continue to deal with the media stuff that they're going through in 2025. But redemption is all theirs. 25, 26, 27. Our job is just to continue, with the facts. All right. So there's another story that's coming on about Andrew. There's another story coming out about Andrew, and it's about what we would consider treason and his ties to some other countries and stuff, and it's not looking good, right? So I just think that there's just an onslaught of true, we know the corruption of the crown, of the Epstein crown. Those dots are starting to, we're starting to line up, all of them. Connect the dots. And it's a dark group of people that's playing at that level. Harry and Meghan not only left, we celebrate that they left on time. They left with their dignity and integrity intact. You can use those words when it comes to Harry and Meghan. And it does show. And even in the graphics, it's, the contrast between light and dark. And I am not sure how the crown cannot see themselves as anything but dark. Those images are like, wow. And the detail of reality in the contrast between R12 Corporation and the institution. I did a video yesterday. I was watching some clips, and then I seen an insider stating that Charles wasn't doing well and has demanded that William reach out to Harry, and that there was a reach out, right? And then there's all these posts. Well, they're here. It's the conversation. And it's an interesting conversation to get the reactions and the response. There's nobody that wants a broken family. And the one thing about family is reconciliation. But it's no longer under the terms of put it under the rug, let's not talk about it and pretend it never happened. Those days are gone. You can have reconciliation. And everyone likes to see bonded and banded brothers. I think about get rid of all of the noise, and I look at this from a Diana perspective. And how proud she could have been with both of her boys. Harry will continue to be successful and grow. He keeps his side of the street clean. Is he innocent? He'd know, but from his own words, from his own mouth. He has no secrets. Anything they want to bring up, we say, and. But the dirt and the weirdness and all the secrets, right? is on a whole different side. But Diana could be proud. Can you imagine the energy and the vibe in the event that there was a reconciliation? And not with Harry and the crown, but with William as a brother to his brother Harry. Whether William wants to admit it or not, he may be king. He doesn't need anybody. Oh, yes, he does. And William does need his brother. And he doesn't need his brother back in the crown. He needs his brother. His dad's going to die, and William's going to be left with what? Himself? How do you think that will work out for William being left with himself? By himself. For himself. Because at the end of the day, when William looks around the room, he really is by himself. Whether the rumors are true about a divorce, there's no trust with him and Kate. He definitely does not have a partner the way Harry has a partner. He does not have a wife the way Harry has a wife. He does not have the mother of his children the way Harry has the mother of his children, right? He does not have the safety of the love and nurturing of a wife the way Harry has with his. William is on his own. When it comes to maternal, Harry has Doria. William had the Middletons. Well, you can't have the Middletons and mistreat their daughter at the same time. And ew, not Sophie. She looks like, ew, no thanks. Forget fatherly. We already know the betrayal of a father to his sons and the emasculation of their father through the mistress and the abuse of the mistress. And when it comes to William's children, they don't look up at him as the future king or as their dad. William's children look up at him and see him for the abuser that he is. That's a contrast.
Morning friends, happy Saturday. What's going on here? Yesterday William was trolled again by the Daily Mail saying that he'd engaged Diana's divorce lawyers. The article was behind a paywall. It looked as though there was some rumour about him and Kate going separate ways. Today, Kate is being trolled by the same publication, referring back to the stories of decades ago, let's face it, where William dumped her unceremoniously for the third time, I think it was. And remember, the media always know more than us mere mortals. They might not be able to say it through fear of repercussions, financial repercussions, but they can infer it. Today, it's Kate's turn. Decades ago, when Kate was dumped for the third time, as I said, she went out a lot with her sister to very interesting places in London, and they earned the nickname of the Wisteria Sisters. Wisteria is a plant which has a phenomenal ability to grow and climb the side of houses, i.e. Wisteria Sisters, social climbers. Well, Kate definitely is a social climber, and she's got her wish. So is her sister. What's happening? Comments are open as ever. What do you think? Are the media getting us ready for something bigger? Or is it just, Kate's so boring, there's absolutely nothing to write about? Comments are open, guys. Have a brilliant day. Let me know what you think. Morning friends, happy Saturday, and surprise, surprise, court documents revealed just yesterday in the alleged Chinese spy Andrew fiasco revealed that both Kensington Palace and Charles weren't actually telling the truth in their briefings to the media post Andrew's disastrous BBC Newsnight interview. If you remember well, following that interview where Andrew didn't actually apologise to any of the victims or give any sympathy for any of the victims or appear human in any way whatsoever, Charles made the decision to force Andrew to step back from official royal duties. Well, it now turns out in court documentation that Charles and Andrew had meetings about Andrew's business activities on behalf of the royal family, where Andrew was trying to raise £400 million in China for his pitch at the palace vehicle, which was signed off by Charles. Charles gave the impression, and so did Kensington Palace, that Andrew would not be doing anything ever again and would be banished. But in secret, with Andrew being smuggled into Charles's residence, they were having discussions about Andrew's future and how Andrew could rebuild his reputation as a working royal. Literally months after. What the royal family do in public and what actually happens in private are two completely different things. And as soon as the royalist supporters realise that, they'll see what's actually happening here. As ever, comments are open. Have a brilliant Saturday. Let me know what you think.
New portraits of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been revealed. The artist, who is a Welsh artist, and I'm going to try my best to pronounce his Welsh name, so please bear with me. Dan Llewellyn Hall unveiled 10 new portraits inspired by royalty throughout history. The Duke of Sussex was portrayed as Charles Edward Stuart, or also famously known as Bonnie Prince Charlie. Bonnie Prince Charlie, or Charles Edward Stuart, was the grandson to King James VII and II. You see, his grandfather, King James, was King James II over England and Ireland, and King James VII over Scotland. Pretender to a throne that he would never see. This guy. Later in life, he was an alcoholic, and further known as a heroic failure. The artist, Dan Hall, went on to say, and I quote, "In Harry's case, I have entered the story before he met Meghan, the young partygoer with his future very much in the balance. A bit like Bonnie Prince, I have likened to him." I understood what he meant by that, and it's not wrong, because he's not portraying Harry as he is now, but Harry as he was before Meghan, as he added. The Duchess of Sussex is portrayed as the White Queen. Ever heard of Elizabeth Woodville? Ever heard of the War of the Roses? The War of the Roses was a civil war, so to speak, between the Lancastrian and the Yorkist factions. Who was going to be on the throne? That was the question. Drawing from this inspiration, Dan went on to say, and I quote, "I thought putting Meghan in the role of the White Queen, who was a queen consort and possibly the most influential outsider in royal history, might have a fine irony to it and not necessarily beyond the realms of reality." End quote. Some truth there. The exhibition is titled The Reign. If you are in the United Kingdom or plan to visit the United Kingdom, the exhibition opens tomorrow, June 28th, with the auction taking place on July 4th. July 4th, American Independence Day. Anywho, what do you think of the portraits? I like the meaning behind them because I always like something that can pinpoint and speak to a portrait. And again, I don't have an art history. I do appreciate art. However, I like how he portrayed Meghan. It's like Meghan from the 18th century. He definitely portrayed Harry in his younger days with an 18th century flair to it. Frankly, I don't mind this type of portrait. Now, if it was supposed to be a self-portrait, that'd be a different story, but this kind of portrait I actually do like. Easily, I would hang both of these in my home. So yeah, what are your thoughts on it? Comment that below, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.
This is the New York City hands-off protest. Thousands of people are down here outside the New York City Public Library. The march has begun.
Folks, we have some big news right now. I just heard that this protest in Washington, D.C. may have over 100,000 people per the event organizer. Now, I don't know what the full count is, obviously. I think that they had a professional counter come and maybe 50,000, 60,000. I mean, it is a lot of people here right now. This is the hands-off protest. against Elon Musk, against Donald Trump. Let me show you a little bit what it looks like right now.
Good evening.
Now, the purpose of this protest, according to organizers, is to protest Elon Musk, to protest Donald Trump, to protest what the administration is doing with firing federal workers, instituting policies that curb civil liberties, and so much more. Now, I'm here on the ground. I'm covering it live. I will have a full breakdown on my Substack of all the interviews I've had, a lot of pictures I've taken. I mean, it's a lot of people here, definitely tens of thousands of people, and there's a B on me. Anyway, so thank you all for your support, and follow along for all the news you need to know about. More to come, I'm sure, soon.
I'm noticing some similarities to the way that y'all talking about Cory Booker and the way that y'all talked about Kamala during the campaign, and somehow y'all only have that smoke for black politicians when you don't have that smoke for Bernie Sanders, who's the definition of performative politics. Bernie Sanders is the definition, but when it comes to the black politicians, there's an expectation of moral perfection to your personal, local, immediate political ideology. I'm not saying you have to agree with everything. I don't agree with everything for any politician. I don't agree with myself completely from 4 years ago. That's the reality of humanity that y'all don't seem to understand, because you don't meet your own standard for perfection politically. And so it becomes very much with black politicians digging in to find a thing to undermine them. I saw y'all do it the entire Kamala Harris campaign, and we understood the assignment in 2020, by the way. We understood that Trump was a threat to America, and so we were like, okay, oh, good, it's a white guy, we'll vote for him. But as soon as it was a black lady, y'all all of a sudden, oh, I don't know about that anymore. And now all of a sudden, oh, well, I just think that Cory Booker may have taken some money from people I don't like. I know, so is every politician. But at the end of the day, Bernie Sanders has been running around getting B-roll footage for his campaign, as people were accusing Cory Booker of doing. Bernie Sanders has not passed legislation. As a matter of fact, in 2016, when he launched his campaign, a campaign that some of y'all are still attached to this day. But I digress. Ta-Nehisi Coates said, hey, I feel like Bernie Sanders should have reparations for African descendants of slaves in his platform. And Bernie Sanders scoffed. He was like, that would never pass. And Ta-Nehisi Coates was like, bro, nothing you're proposing would ever pass, even if there was a supermajority in the House and the Senate. And so the idea that reparations is somehow crazy felt super anti-black to me in the grand scheme of all the things. And you know what? Had Bernie been the candidate, I'd have voted for him, even though there's some stuff that he says and does that I disagree with. You want to know why? Because we live in a two-party system. I don't care how upset you are about it. It's the system. And to sit here and to, like, literally, you all have more smoke for black Democratic politicians than you do for fascists. And that is wild to me. Y'all talk about Kamala, and y'all talk about Cory, and y'all talk about all these folks with more vitriol than I will ever see you talk about the people who are literally kidnapping students off of campuses. As a matter of fact, when the conversation about students getting kidnapped off campuses comes up, what I'm hearing y'all say is, what are the Democrats doing? As if they're the ones who are enacting the policies that are causing that to happen. It is frustrating. It is frustrating to watch. It is frustrating to experience. And I just need us collectively to do better, to think critically, to understand nuance, and understand that the world is on fire. And we actually need to stick together through some of this stuff. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Hello, my people. Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, you all know I love you. God, I can't believe this is April already. And look at Colorado. Do you see that? Yes. Snow. And baby, it's freeze out here. And we ain't got no choice about it. Guess what? Yeah, going to the office to tell you. Yeah, I'm freezing. I don't even know what's going on with my...
Head west on East 6th Avenue toward Hanover Way, then turn left onto Hanover Way.
What the hell? Is this GPS lady telling me to turn right here? I thought I'm just gonna go straight. I don't know. I'm going to my office, but before I go to the office, I'm going to purchase something. So I'm asking the GPS lady.
Continue for 2 miles.
And the GPS lady is kind of like telling me to go different way that I don't even know where. It's telling me, this lady talks too much. I really met my match with this GPS lady. We just talk the same. She be chuddy. It's like, girl, you need to shut up. I need to focus on my road. So stop telling me like lies, okay? Yes, I know we can talk, but yours is a little bit too much. And when I'm asking you to shut up, you can't even shut up. That's a bad thing with you, GPS lady. What's your name? The other guy there, the AI guy's name is the Pilot, and the other one is Gemini. And what's your name? Girl. So guys, I was just traveling. I just walking around the social media. Yeah, I took my bicycle and I was roaming around the internet, and then I see this lady. No. The paper called Maca or something like that. That Maca paper goes like, well, Charlotte is asking her father, Pete, to change his look because that look does not suit her mother. Repeat.
In half a mile, turn right onto South Moline Street.
Who do these people think that we are? Do they really believe that we don't know what goes on in those royal houses? Those royal men, do you really think those women have anything to tell them? Those men have low self-esteem and terrible
At the
ego.
light, turn right onto South Moline Street.
It's telling me to turn right here. Girl, I don't know where you're taking me, but guess what? I'ma just follow you.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto South Peoria Street.
What? Jesus Christ. I don't know where GPS lady be taking me, but guess what? I'm just going. I don't know where she taking me. I don't know if I've been around this place around here, but so what do these people, the tabloids, think that we are? They think that we don't know those people. They think we don't know how bullying is. They think we don't know how Charlie Boy is. You cannot tell those men a word. Those men actually think they are gods. Okay? They literally think that they created this planet. And you want to tell me that Mambo's or Charlotte is telling her daddy to change his beard's look and his Ozempic ass, the pharmaceutical Ozempic that he be using. You know what kind of Ozempic I'm talking, the sniffy shit bullshit. And that bullshit, that she be sniffy, that
In a quarter mile, turn right onto East Mississippi Avenue.
Are you kidding me? Again? There is still Mississippi before me. There's another Mississippi. Jesus Christ. I don't know. So, y'all want to tell me that Mambo's or Charlotte has a word to tell that bullying? Daddy, you need to change your look. You need to change your look.
Take the second right onto East Mississippi Avenue.
Look. That's what Princess Meghan and Mindy do say. My look. Which one are you talking about? My look or my look? Yes. So you telling
Continue
William
on
to
East
change,
Mississippi Avenue for half a mile.
So you telling William to change his look. His look. His look. Brother. Y'all leave me alone. Tabloids,
In a
y'all
quarter
need to
mile,
look for some
turn
better
left.
stuff to talk about. Because we all know those Windsor men, the only one who probably listens is the one who got married to the Black Queen, to Meghan's success. That's probably the only one.
At the light, turn left. Then you will arrive at your destination.
Oh, okay. It's right here. But why do you take me all those turns and all this stuff? Why do you even do that, GPS lady? That wasn't really good of you. You are so dumb. You, and if somebody put you in the same room with repeat, there no difference between you, bitch. So you literally took me all this way, made me turn and turn and turn again and turn again, and
You
then
have
you
arrived.
just took me like this corner. Girl, I got issues with you. I got issues with you. So nowadays, these people, they got no news for Windsor Man. They got no news for Peter and repeat. So they just sitting down there. Meanwhile, Princess Meghan is out here selling every single thing, and every single thing of hers is sold. It's sold from her new website, the as ever. And meanwhile, people just pulling this smoke from them asses on you. They just want to sit down there, tell you, guess what? Oh, Mambo's just broke this royal tradition. Guess what? Y'all need to tell us she ain't no Windsor wife anymore. She is a single woman. She is actually back on the market like myself. Just be clear, tell people the truth. Bitch is living her own life. She is a single woman. Right now, she's actually looking to go back to that Sir Richardson. Those are all men that she used to hang out before. But girl, I don't know if right now here they're gonna take you after all those Princess Diana blue ring thing, the sapphire ring. I don't know if a lot of guys gonna sign up after that ring, because baby, that ring was bought by Charlie Boy, and Charlie Boy actually cursed that ring. You know, because he was so jealous of the real Princess of Wales. Princess, the queen of people's heart. Princess Diana. Rest in peace, queen. But that ring that was given to you, that ring was cursed. And the person who really took that ring to be cursed was Charlie Boy, because of his complex of inferiority. And that William took that damn thing, gave it to this one. I'm so happy that Prince Harry never took that one. That little ring, he gave it to Princess Meghan. I'm so happy he never did that. But this greedy boy, he thought because I'm number one, I needed to do that. But guess what? Anyway, he did not want to marry this repeat. He didn't have nothing to do with no damn repeat, okay? He wanted repeat to pop those children, pop, because repeat wanted to climb a ladder. Repeat was like, anything you want, I will do it, because I want to be up there. I want to climb the ladder. But guess what? That ladder, she climbed that ladder, got her straight into depression. Yes, it got her right into depression. Just look at how repeat looks like right now. Yeah, she used to look a little bit normal before. She used to look a little bit normal before, but baby, right now here, if you look at that repeat really well, girl got issues. She got issues. She ain't got only one psychologist or one psychiatrist. She got a sets of those ones, maybe a few sets of those professionals taking care of her right now. Remember last time when she went MIA? Yeah, she disappeared because she got locked up in a mental health facility. Yeah, she was being taken care of, you know. Yes, she got locked up up in one of them facilities. She got locked up for 8 months. And right after she came out, and everybody was like, she got big C because they were looking for your sympathy. I did not feel no sympathy for her. I didn't even care even if she did have that big C, which I know she didn't even have. But like I said, even if she had it, I wouldn't even care about her because of them. What she did to Princess Meghan was pregnant, okay? When she started all this BS about her making Princess Meghan making her cry, when we know the truth. You know, she made Princess Meghan cry, but she flipped the table because guess what? That complexion for the protection has privilege everywhere. But my children out here, my nieces and my nephews, listen, Auntie Rose is talking to you. So if any of them protection or complexion protection people come to you and try to bully you, drag them. Yes, you drag them because Auntie Rose said so. Nobody ain't better than you, Melanie. You are the best of the best that ever happened to this planet, that the creature that God created. A beautiful, shiny, a beautiful lips, beautiful figure. You are beautiful, my queen. You are beautiful, my little nephew. You are very handsome. Don't make them tell you otherwise. All the men want to be like you, but they can't because guess what? God gave you every single thing that man need to be called a man, and then people ain't got no testosterone. Most of them inbreed. You are better than all them foes, okay? Yeah, don't let no complexion protection do anything to you and belittle you or make you feel like a less than a man. And that melanin in your body is so special, okay, nephew? Okay, my little niece. God bless you. Yeah, so don't take all those complexes and walk around with it. Walk with pride. We gave birth to you, okay? We gave birth to you to conquer this world, okay? Yes. So guys, Mambos ain't got no news anymore. And this a few minutes here, y'all. So 2-3 days ago, I did post the video around here telling y'all about Mambo's ex hired his mama as a lawyer. He hired Princess Diana's lawyer so that lawyer could come and help him out. Because guess what? That guy, he knows what they did to Princess Diana. They never gave her lots of anything much. And so that's probably the same thing that's happening with that Mick Mambos. Yes, Mick Mambos, you losing. Yeah, they got that same lawyer on you, but at least the Princess Diana, she was all out there in the world, and she got herself a billionaire husband, the husband of that hotel guy. I don't remember what his name was, that Egyptian guy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She got herself that beautiful man, and they be roaming around Paris, and they be going on upside down. But girl, your feet got twisted. Your mama kind of told you you shouldn't be dating nobody because guess what? You have bad records. The people you date are not the people for your age. You date the same people from the same book as your daddy. You like sugar daddies because guess why? Your ass is so lazy. And out here, Princess Meghan is doing everything, selling everything out. And right now here, I'm sure she called all her manufacturers for as ever. She's producing lots of stuff. Meghan effect is everywhere, selling stuff out. And before you know, Queen Meghan is gonna be a billionaire. She's gonna be in that book before you know. I'm just giving it like about approximately 3 years, and I'ma pray for you, Queen Meghan. Success. I'm gonna pray for you, our princess. Yo guys, did you watch that video that I did post the other day? The little kids who were dancing, the little other kid was black and the other one was white, and they told Helen DeGeneres that the princess of England, Meghan, sent their video to Helen's show. The kids were so happy. Did you see that black kid said Meghan is the princess of England, la princesse d'Angleterre? What do you want to hear again? The children know she is la princesse d'Angleterre. Voila. What else? Pull the nonsense from your asses, or our princess of England. I do tell you, she is the future queen of England. Meghan Markle is gonna be Meghan success. Those Markle name, the cursed name that I don't even like to say my name. I curse this name. Take it off my mouth, God. I do not want to say this name. Please take that name. I do not want it to come in the back of my mind. God, please help my mouth. Take this sperm donor's name off my mouth. Keep that name on Samantha. Take that name and put it on Samantha. Do not put it on Princess Meghan. She does not deserve to be called that damn sperm donor's name. God help my mouth. I curse the day I learned about that name, Markle. In my entire life, I do not like to hear that name. Meghan success. Yes, she's gonna be a queen one day, so y'all need to learn how to call her. And those kids, the kids can't lie. That kid said like the princess of Angleterre sent their video to Helen's show. You know, yeah, the kids don't lie. Yes, she's your princess. Just sit down there, open your hearts, and start buying her stuff. Mambos, how many jars did you buy? You probably bought 5 of them. Because we know you can't cook. You can't even clean your hands. You touch your hair, you touch your ass when you're cooking. Girl, you so dirty, filthy like your mama. You so stupid too. And guys, the point is, Mambos ain't working. And so the tabloids are just looking for stuff to create. They're basically just creating news to put her out there in the news, even though we know she doesn't do nothing, and even though we know she's irrelevant. The person who's working in that entire family there is Harry and Meghan. Okay? And right now here we're still waiting about this investigation. So if you guys do find anything about that Sophia bitch, y'all need to let me know. Because that Sophie, that Zimbabwean kid, we need to dig her up and expose her out here, and also write letters to the Department of Regulation in the states where she lives. She is a fraud. She can't be walking around with the title that she never worked for. Everybody who's been called doctors, even with PhD out here, we suffered to get all them degrees. So do not sit down there and start putting any title that you did not work for. The doctorate of a jurisprudence, those jurisprudence doctors do go to school for 3 years. 3 years doesn't even give you a master's degree. You know, down here in psychology, to get a master's degree in psychology, you gotta work those are all 6 or 7 years first before you go even get a PhD. To even get that name, to get that title, I mean. And you sitting down there with a jurisprudence doctorate. I don't even know why they call it doctorate jurisprudence, but I believe in my real philosophy, they just call it like that because it's some kind of Latin, some kind of something that kind of gives them some kind of values. I mean, the people who take care of the law. So instead of just calling them like a lawyers, their degree, like a law degree, they call it the jurisprudence degree. So that jurisprudence, it's a 3-year school, and that 3-year school does not make you a doctor. But there are people with doctorate in law too, and those people actually are the professors of law who went and got a PhD and defended thesis like us. And those people are nobody like a Sophia's face, because Sophie is so dumb. Someone like a Sophie ain't got no damn jurisprudence PhD. Okay? She doesn't even sound like it. All she is just a fraud. She's looking to flirt with some married man. Doesn't want the man's wife to be there. Just look at your face. Who's gonna present you with their husband and like present you be even their girlfriend somewhere in the public? Girl, you need to sit down there and look at your little mouth. I don't like you. I don't like your face. I don't like your little mousy lips. I don't like you twisted upside teeth. I don't like none of those. You need to go get them straightened up. You're a terrible human being. I'm gonna come for you. Bye, family. Y'all please go subscribe to Isabella Back's channel. Subscribe to my brother Baron's channel. That's the Royal Success. Go to all the success-friendly channels. Let's bless the sisters and brothers to get all of them to 10,000 subscribers at least, so we can encourage them to make more videos to support our faiths. We need all of y'all guys out here. Let's come out here and fight together, because this fight is huge. You see these people out there in England, they're not chilling. They're not leaving our queen alone. Okay, they're not leaving our princess of success alone. They are mistreating her. Therefore, we need more of y'all guys to come out here. So let's go to Wizzy's channel. That's Isabella Back's channel. And bless the sister. Let's get her to 10,000 subscribers. And go to my brother Baron on to Royal Success there. Let's get my brother the silver plate. Okay, and all the other such friendly channels, let's follow them on Twitter. Let's follow them on TikTok. Let's follow them on Facebook. Let's share their videos on our platforms if you all have time. You know, I'm also saying that I should be doing what I'm always kind of preaching, but y'all know I'm just super busy most of the time, so I just look for some kind of window to try to make all those videos. But yes, let's share our videos, all the Success Squad. Let's all come together. Let's show that love like all these evil people do. Okay, let's love each other. Let's bless each other. Let's pull all drag all those channels there, so we could get them all to monetization, so we could people could get money to purchase the recording, whatever softwares and or video editing softwares. All those cost money. All the cameras that we use cost money. The internet we use constantly uses extra money, because guess what, we need a high-speed internet to upload all these videos and do all this work here for you. It costs us money, so therefore you all need to bless all those channels, so we could get the ones who do not have monetization. We should get them onto those monetizations, so they could get money to purchase my recording stuff, so we could make all this video and stand up to all these bullies and expose this royal family, the racist, colonial, outdated monarchy. I love you. I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.